Well, if even the White House and the president cannot agree on if a video is real or not, what are we supposed to think about it? And when the conversation about things being thrown out of a window at the most famous, powerful house on planet Earth isn't what were the objects being thrown out, but whether it even happened at all, well, that's the new reality of AI confusion. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the API for Everyone Daily Brief.
A video surfaced this week of some items being thrown out of a second-story window on the east side of the White House. It looked to be maybe a small black bag, some kind of longer white object. Take a look for yourself. Here's the video.
Got another one? Let me see. Yeah, let's say in that little outhouse on the end. Oh, somebody there, right? Right now, right? Oh, there you go. You got it? You zoomed in?
The footage looks pretty real. It's a little blurry, but very, very much like you're on a phone and you're zoomed in and looking at that. So I don't see anything too wild or AI about this. But the White House, they told the media that this was just common. This was normal. This was general maintenance, that a contractor was doing some work here at the White House while the president was away. But hours later at a press conference, President Trump dismissed the video as probably AI generated. And he argued that, look, the windows are sealed, they're bulletproof, they're heavy, they weigh about 600 pounds, and this would make the scenario impossible. Let's just hear directly from the president.
Number one, they're sealed, and number two, each window weighs about 600 pounds. You have to be pretty strong to open them up. No, that has to be. Where was the window? Let me see.
Maybe from the renovations.
Which is the window?
It looks like this is on the 15th Street side, I think.
Yeah.
So right here.
Yeah, those windows are sealed. Those windows they're all sealed. You can't open them.
What you were saying regarding the federal.
It's the kind of thing they do. And one of the problems we have with AI, it's both good and bad. If something happens really bad, just blame AI. But also they create things, you know, it works both ways. If something happens that's really bad, maybe I'll have to just blame AI.
Yeah, that doesn't give me a warm and fuzzy feeling here, but I digress. So a noted digital forensic expert, his name is Hani Farad. I hope I pronounced his name. I'll put it up on the screen. But he's from UC Berkeley. He reviewed the footage and found no signs of AI manipulation. Same as me. I went through the footage. I looked at it very closely, and I could not see any of the signs that it was AI generated. Now, he cited that there's consistency in the shadows, that there's realistic motions in the flags that are broing. There's some overall structural integrity with the footage, and all indicators are that this is authentic. Why it matters? Well, why do we care if a video like this is real or not? It seems like a pretty mundane activity that's going on, other than the fact that it's very odd behavior at the most secure facility on planet Earth. But I digress. But this scenario does highlight a growing trend and something we need to be very concerned with. Because if a simple video like this, video evidence, something we can see with our eyes that is mundane, it just shouldn't really be all that big of a deal. But if we can debate this, if we can contest this, well, what does that say about our future, especially when it comes to adding to this public distrust? How much misinformation can we now pump out there into the public? Because we can either say AI created this mess, or as Trump hopefully jokingly said, we could just blame AI if something goes wrong. And as you can see, this can muddy the waters really quickly on trying to understand what's real and what's not. So the serious questions that we all need to be asking here is about how technology, especially artificial intelligence, can be used to mislead us or conveniently blamed if a human error is made, especially in very politically sensitive moments. I can tell you that that video, it's more than just somebody throwing something out of a window. This right now, the fact that we're arguing and debating over this video at such a high level, everyone needs to be concerned. I'm ringing the bell right now. Because how does this impact you? If you are a business owner, an executive, if you're a decision maker, if you work in any type of communication, this has massive impact on you. Number one, verify. Don't assume anything in 2025 and beyond. Viral media, especially anything with a public figure involved with it, it deserves scrutiny. This is when emotional intelligence and people who work at it, who have high EQ, who really understand the power of self-awareness, managing your emotions comes into play. Because if you watch a video and it brings up some kind of emotion in you, anger, frustration, sadness, whatever, if it's something that's just a fast onslaught of emotion from a video, you need to take a step back and evaluate if that video is even real or not, because it could be designed to trigger that emotion that you're feeling and be fully manipulative for you. And you're just going about your day thinking everything's fine, but then you watch a video and you see something maybe horrible that happened or whatever, and it's not even real. So verify, don't assume, especially videos of your CEO. I mean, we just had the CEO and the woman at the Coldplay concert scenario, right? Now, we know that video was real, but in the future, what if there was an AI generated video that was very hard to tell, that was put out there to take down a CEO or hurt a company or drop a stock price or raise a stock price or whatever that might be? It's going to get a lot easier. Number two here, plan for these AI controversies. You know, in the past, I've worked in reputation management for people, and it's a lot of work when a reputation takes a hit. Well, an AI controversy could be that on steroids because it can happen faster, it can be more viral. And if you are in PR, if you're in security, if you're in communication, well, AI fueled doubt is going to be something from here on out that you're going to be dealing with quite often. So we need to prepare for any AI controversies with the company or clients or our own family for that matter. And number three, communicate clearly and promptly, because mixed messages like, is it real? Is it fake? It can damage your credibility very quickly. So if you have a situation like this happen, where maybe a video gets out and it's not you, it's AI generated, something happens, you need to make sure that you jump on it, you get the PR team together, you get the social media team together, and you nip it in the bud very quickly. And even that's going to be a challenge because, again, is it real? Is it fake? This is an argument that we are going to be having from here on out for a very long time. And I'm going to share with you something right now that will add to this, even though it's really cool. So I'm sure by now you have heard the term nano banana thrown around somewhere on the internet or wherever you hang out. And I finally got to jump in and play with it a little bit, and wow, it is incredible. If you're not familiar, when you go into Gemini, which is Google's ChatGPT, if you're in there, there's a model called Gemini 2.5 Flash. And when you use the text to image generator, it's codenamed Nano Banana, and it is so good. Now, why is it so good, and why is it in this video when we're talking about AI fakes? Because in the past, we really struggled with keeping a character in different scenes or different camera angles or whatever. So you'll notice in some of, especially the old Bigfoot videos, from like a month ago, the videos over on TikTok of Bigfoot, the Bigfoot always look different in each scene that was created. Well, now with Nano Banana, you're going to be able to keep your character the same across multiple scenes, even multiple camera angles, which I'll show you in just a second. Now, I only had 15 minutes in it, so it's a little bit rough, but I kind of did a day in the life. Then I used me as the subject. I didn't make this super hyper realistic. I kind of used an AI version of myself, but let's walk through these so you can see them. It's pretty mind blowing. So here's the day in the life: getting out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, taking a shower with my Bernese Mountain Dog named Charlie right there at the door, taking my time in the morning for prayer, a little Bible reading, meditation, running down to get my coffee. Of course, Charlie is right there on top of me. My wife kisses me as I'm getting ready to walk out the door. Hop in the car. We're going to go downtown. Let's do a AI workshop for a company here. And watch this. Different camera angle. Different camera angle. That's really cool. Now I'm driving back home after an awesome work day so I can grill out some steaks, hang out with my puppy. And this is what I feel like at the end of a productive day. I know. I made myself a little bit skinnier in those photos, but that's a beautiful thing about AI. We can do and make ourselves whatever we want. But if you're a marketing professional, if you do own a company, if you lead a team, you should be very excited about the creativity now that's at your fingertips to make a story through these photos, to market a product, a service, a company, to tell a story, whatever that is. And in a future video, I'm going to take photos just like this that I create in Nano Banana, and then I will create a video out of them with dialogue and the whole 9 yards. And you're going to see we can create very cool videos to market products very inexpensively and put it together very quickly. That's cool. But to go along with the theme of this video, you can also see, especially a couple of those photos start to look very realistic. And this model is only going to get better and better. So what happens when we truly can no longer tell the difference? I mean, we just had 7-fingered hands a year ago, and here we are being able to do an entire story realistically with the same character. It's mind-blowing. Oh, and one more thing. Come here. This incident underscores a very simple truth. In today's digital age, trust is your most fragile asset. When reality becomes negotiable, clarity is your only anchor. How are you preparing to navigate a world where video evidence isn't believable? Leave a comment in the comment section. Get in the conversation. I would love to hear your opinion on all this. And that is all the time we have today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, like button, notification. That's how you can support the channel. We can get this video, this information out to as many people as possible. People need to be educated on what's going on. So if you would help me out with that, I would be forever grateful to you. Well, my name is Harrison Painter. This has been your AI for Everyone Daily Brief. And until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep up. God bless you.
Thanks for listening. I'm glad you stayed. One more spark for the plans you've made. If this show hit, go share the vibe. Like, subscribe, let's build this tribe.